What's up, everybody? Awkward Anxious Jennifer here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I talk a lot about mental health, mine in particular, but sometimes, like today, just mental health topics in general. A few days ago, I did a video on how shipping a couple and being part of a fandom has really helped improve a lot of my symptoms of depression. And I will link that, I think it's up in this corner, if you want to go see that whole thing. So today, an incident happened in my main fandom, and I won't talk about specifics because we don't know all the details and it's just kind of a mess right now. But it really made me think about how being part of a fandom can affect fans' mental health both positively and negatively, how fandoms can affect celebrities just in general in their lives, how it could affect their mental health, and kind of how we need to respect celebrities, respect their privacy, and yeah. So anyway, I have a lot of ground to cover. I actually took notes, which I don't usually do. But anyway, if that interests you, then here we go. So anyway, first I wanted to start with some of the ways that fandoms can be helpful for mental health. And this is based mostly on my own experience, but also with conversations I've had with other people who feel the same way I do. The biggest thing about being in a fandom is the sense of community, how everybody has a shared interest, which, you know, for me personally, my interests have always been kind of offbeat, and I've always had a hard time making local friends because nobody shares a lot of my common interests, and I'm not interested in, you know, watching movies or listening to music that I don't care for just so I can have conversations with people. So that sense of community within a fandom, that's really, really powerful. And, you know, me personally, I'm making friends all around the world through this fandom. So that's one way that fandoms can be really positive for your mental health. The next thing is it can bring you a lot of happiness and joy. I mean, my fandom certainly does that for me. You know, watching videos or getting on Twitter generally brings me so much happiness. And I smile so much more than I ever have before. And that smiling, you know, it releases serotonin and whatnot. I'm losing my words right now. But anyway, dopamine, chemicals that make you feel happy. I mean, when you're happy, you smile, and then it makes you feel more happy. So that's another great way that being in a fandom can positively impact your mental health. And then the other thing is it can bring you hope. You know, in my case, with this particular fandom that I follow, I have more hope that I can meet somebody someday, you know, like just randomly, twist of fate, chance, meet that person that I'm meant to spend my life with. And it's usually hard for me to find that hope, so being able to find that hope within this fandom has been really good for me. And I talk to other people who kind of have similar feelings about how it can bring hope. So that's one of the positive things about fandoms. So now here are some of the ways that fandoms can be not so good for mental health. After this incident happened today, personally I dealt with some sadness and some anger and some frustration, and all over my timeline people were dealing with those kinds of emotions, and several people said that they were having panic attacks. And you know, I'm not going to try to say that panic attacks are wrong by any means, because panic attacks don't listen to logic or reason. Everybody's entitled to feel how they feel. And this is what made me realize how tied to mental health being in part of a fandom can be. Because, you know, for me, why should I let something said or done by somebody else affect me so much to the fact where I had to go watch a video for an hour before I could get back to work? You know, why is it affecting other people to the point of having panic attacks? You know, is there anything we can do to try to minimize those negative impacts to our lives while still maintaining the positive aspects of being in a fandom? I think that's something that each person needs to explore individually. You know, how can we try not to get so invested in the fandom that negative things can really, really negatively affect us, while still enjoying all the positive aspects of that? And I don't have a big blanket answer. I think we all have to answer that for ourselves. Another big thing is how within fandoms, there can be a lot of fans attacking each other, and that's no good for any of us. Now, a lot of times I think we feel justified in attacking fans who we think are negatively affecting the celebrities that we like or the fandom that we're part of or whatever. But I think a lot of times silence is best. Block and report negative accounts. Don't interact with them. Don't keep spreading hate, because the hate just builds. You can't fight hate with hate. We can only fight hate with love. So that's something that I think a lot of fandoms probably struggle with, is internal drama that we maybe need to learn how to tune out a little bit more and not engage so much. And that's not just within fandoms, that's social media in general. In general, don't engage with trolls, don't start arguing with people, it's just pointless, it's gonna upset everybody, it's not gonna solve anything, nothing's gonna get better. So that's something that I feel like maybe we should all work on a little bit, myself included. So more ways to find balance, so that you can enjoy your fandom and have, positive mental health experiences with it while not getting so negatively affected by it. The main thing is, if you're feeling any negative emotions from the fandom, log off for a while, for an hour, for a day, for a week, whatever it takes for you to get rid of those negative emotions. Because how can you enjoy your fandom if you're stuck in the negativity of it? You can always go back and find the good things that you missed. But if you don't log off and you're just stuck wallowing in the negativity, that's not going to do you any good. And I have to focus on that myself too. I'm very guilty of just getting sucked into it for hours and hours. Another thing is, go back and watch videos that make you happy. If what's happening right now is bothering you, whatever that thing is, go back and watch the videos or listen to the music, or find old threads or hashtags, something to go back and remind you of why you love the fandom. And another thing is, do something else unrelated to the fandom that makes you happy. We should all hopefully have more than one interest. So if one interest is causing more harm than good to your mental health, focus on something else for a while. So then I wanted to talk about the interaction, like how fans affect celebrities. Because now I've talked about how being in a fandom can affect us as fans, and now how we can impact celebrities both directly and indirectly. So fans can really be a force for good. Trending hashtags is a great example of that. The more we trend hashtags, the more attention they get, it can help bring in sponsorships and other deals. In my particular fandom, the fans have actually helped directly land sponsorship deals for these people. Fans can also help win certain awards where there's fan voting. Obviously if there's a jury involved, people above, there's not much we can do about that, but the power of fans can help in some award shows, help their celebrities win awards, and that's really powerful. And also a lot of celebrities, they'll log on to, their hashtag or their account and look for encouragement, look for the positive things that all the fans are saying. I think a lot of celebrities really feed off the love that we give them. So, the more of that positivity and love that we can put out to them and build them up, the more they're able to give out to us in return. So those are just a few of the positive ways that fans can impact celebrities. Now, here are some of the ways that fans can hurt celebrities. And, most of the time it's unintentional. We just tend not to think about how our actions might affect others, and especially when we're kind of blinded by our love for that celebrity. So, as an example, if you attack a show or a movie or something that your celebrity is on, even though you're not attacking that celebrity directly, attacking that show can still negatively impact them. For example, other companies might not want to do a series with this celebrity if they know that the fans can be so vocal about their dislikes. That might make companies hesitant to work with your celebrity. Now, you think you're doing it for good. You want your celebrity to be part of the best, and yeah, it sucks when companies, do things you don't like regarding your celebrity. It does suck. But when we're overly vocal about those things, it can have a negative effect. It can have the opposite effect of what we intend. So that's something I think we all need to be mindful of. And kind of going along with that, just in general, a disruptive fan base can make companies hesitant to want to work with celebrities. If there's a chance that saying one wrong thing can piss off millions of people, millions of fans, then your favorite celebrity becomes more of a risk for companies to want to work with. And so again, it's that double-edged sword. We want to support our celebrities without adding negative energy that could negatively impact them. And also, there are always those scary, toxic fans who can take things to a really dangerous degree. Celebrities do sometimes have to deal with stalking and blackmail, and sometimes even murder. A lot of people watching this video might be far too young to remember, but in the 90s, there was this singer called Selena Quintanilla, and in 1995, she was murdered by the former president of her fan club. And, fans can get crazy. So that, as much as fans can be a force for good for the celebrities that we love, some fans, not all fans, obviously, some fans can really bring negativity into the lives of the celebrities that they adore. And also, we have to think about how our actions can affect the mental health of the celebrities. If we're causing a whole bunch of drama, even if it's well-intentioned, that can really impact the mental health of these people who are looking at, all the fights, the infights in the fandom. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, a lot of celebrities, they may ignore it. They may not check social media at all. But for the celebrities who do, some of them maybe are good at just tuning out the drama and focusing on the positivity. Others maybe not so much. I think the one thing we need to keep in mind is that celebrities are real people too. They're real people with real feelings and real struggles. And it's easy to sit back and think, oh, if you've got fame and fortune, your life is made. You don't have any struggles. You can't possibly be depressed or sad or, have financial troubles or whatever. But the truth is, anybody can have mental health issues, as we've seen with a whole lot of suicides. Celebrity suicides in the last 10 years, well, over the last ever, but, people that you wouldn't expect have committed suicide. You don't know how people are managing their money, so even the celebrities that you think are rich, if their money if they're not managing it well, they could have financial struggles we don't know about. Just in general, we need to remember that they're real people with real problems, real lives. Celebrities are not commodities. They are not ours to own. Their lives are their own, and however much they share with us, we need to respect that and appreciate that, and, and love that, and not expect them to share more than they're willing to. They don't owe us that. They don't owe us their private lives. They don't owe us anything apart from, acting or singing or whatever it is that they do for their career. They don't owe fans anything else. So I think we all need to kind of keep that in mind. Celebrities deserve privacy and respect, and we're better off kind of loving them from a distance, if that makes sense. Getting too close, causing too much drama, even if it comes from the love in our hearts, can really negatively impact them. So I guess that's where I'm going to wrap up today. Hopefully you found something interesting in this video, learned something, made something that made you think. I don't know. I just think we really need to think more about how our actions within fandoms can impact the celebrities that we love in ways that we might not expect. So anyway, that's it for today. Be good to yourselves. Be good to wow, I can't talk. Be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.